Jerry Roberts, and my role really today, I suspect, is as champion of Global Food Security Priority Group, which is one of the priority groups the university has put as a key priority over the next 3 to 5 years. The reason why I think Chung Gui very kindly has asked me to introduce this meeting is because the vertical farming project has arisen out of the global food security pump priming a number of different items across the whole of the university in a multidisciplinary way, and I think this is a very good example of how that has worked. I'm going to just spend 5 minutes sketching something about the University of Nottingham and global food security before we have Dixon Despommier, who's going to contribute via video. And I thought it was useful just to give you a little bit of backdrop as to why the University of Nottingham is such an important player in global food security. This is a publication that was produced last year, and AgriMag is actually a student magazine. And the first students who worked in the land-based area on not this campus but the Sutton Bonington campus produced AgriMag, the first edition in 1911. So last year was a century of celebrations of, as I say, research and training in the area of global food security. So as a university, we've been doing this for a long time. Just so that you can see how things have changed, this was the beginning. This was over 100 years ago. This wasn't on the Sutton Bonington site, it was very close on Kingston upon Soar, and the focus of what was going on there was very much to do around the dairy industry, and it was known as the Midland Agricultural Dairy College. This is a view of the Sutton Bonington campus. It's about 10-15 kilometres south from here, and what you can see there is this is the main building, and these were student residences, and this was really the research capability. It was very much a farm-based community, as I said, around the dairy industry. If we look at how it is now, even this is out of date, this is 2010. That's the main building that I showed you in the previous slide, there. And that accommodation is still there, but you can see there's been a vast array of new developments on that site. And this is the vet school that was opened in 2006. So this community now is a thriving hub of research and training in agriculture and aspects of the land-based industries. The university has invested heavily into this area, in agricultural food, and this is just a snapshot over the last 10 years. We've had new buildings to do with food sciences and plant sciences, and a robotic dairy unit, which is probably, of all the various commodities on the SB campus, the one that most people want to visit. It's amazing how interested they are in robotic dairy. Vet school, as I mentioned, in 2006, and very recently a bioenergy building, which has just been actually opened, and a new glasshouse complex. But we don't just limit ourselves to what's going on in the parochial area in terms of the UK, we're also interested in agriculture across the world, which is why we think we can contribute to global food security. And the Malaysia campus, which is near Kuala Lumpur in Seminye, was opened about 10 years ago, and then a purpose-built campus was constructed. This was how it looked in 2006, and Plant and Crop Sciences actually went out there and started to recruit students to carry on research. And in 2009, a new building was put up, particularly focusing on plant biotech, and this was linking the university with industry. So we're very much interested in linking not only with industry, but also with other institutions around the world. In 2011, the Crops for the Future Research Centre, and Zoe will say a little bit more about this, was actually launched. This is a major undertaking, and it was a result of funds from the Malaysian government, about $35 million over the next 7 years to carry out a whole range of research on underutilised crops. And that's how we hope it'll look, the sort of Eden project of Kuala Lumpur in 2012-13 when it's constructed. I said that it was 100 years of research and training, the most important thing is not just to carry out research, but also to train the people who are going to be the researchers of the future. And this is a series of programs that we've got currently, in addition to our undergraduate programs. We have a lot of master's programs. And the one that is just about to be launched is specifically in MRes on global food security, and that will start to recruit later this year. Perhaps the culmination and the recognition of the work we do in global food security was this award, and I was extremely fortunate to go down to Buckingham Palace and with others receive the Queen's Anniversary Prize from the Queen, and this was specifically for our work in global food security. For us, it's an ultimate accolade because it's not just we believe that we're doing work which makes an enormous contribution, others recognise that as well. So hopefully I've just given you a little bit of background of why this particular area is so important to us as an institution, why the subject of vertical farming has developed, and we're very keen on collaborating with all of you colleagues in the audience, developing new ways of carrying out our agriculture and food related research. It's very much a priority, global food, for the institution. We're taking a very broad approach to the topic. We're linking up not just people in agriculture and science, but people in the social sciences, economics and politics. And I think we're in a very strong position to make a major contribution, and hopefully the conference today will add and strengthen that. So welcome everybody. I hope you had a really profitable day, and I think we've now got a video.
Greetings from across the pond. This is Dick DePagne here in New York City, wishing I could be with you during this exciting time of your Vertical Farm Conference. There has already been a Vertical Farm Conference in Japan, and it went quite well, I'm told, although unfortunately I couldn't go to that one either. But at least you've asked me to say a few words to sort of kick off your meeting. So allow me to just say that 3 years ago, if you had asked me to do this, of course I would have told you it's a good idea if we had vertical farms. And today, we can look around the world and find a vertical farm in Korea, Japan, Singapore, England, Holland. There's a big one going up in Sweden, as you all know, by Lyköping. And there are a couple in the United States also. So in just a short 3 years, the concept of vertical farming has moved from the classroom to the world, and it's now a reality. So I wish you all luck in discussing the possibilities of vertical farming in the future, how to tackle problems of lighting, nutrient delivery systems, monitoring the growth of plants, the crop selections, the shapes of the buildings, the locations of vertical farms, who will own them, how much can they produce, how much land can they save by farming indoors. All of these issues I'm sure will come up at your conference, and I'm really envious of all of you for sitting there and being able to discuss this at length, while I sit over here on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean not being able to participate in the conversation. But at least you know that my heart is in the right place with you, and I wish you all the luck in the world, and I look forward to reading the proceedings of your meeting. So have a great meeting, and good luck.